There he is. He's always taking the gulp of water.
I know. It's what he does. I've told you 1,000 times. Nobody talks till I talk. Yeah, I swear.
Well,
This
he starts it by gulping water right in the middle of it.
You described Jeff's hair as flicky. What
I
the
did.
hell is flicky?
It is just a term where it kind of flicked. It's flicky.
It doesn't normally do that, so
It's flicky.
I take it as a compliment.
Take it as a compliment.
You know
Yeah.
he's a radio guy because like right before we go in, he's like, "How's my hair look?" Like he's evolving quickly
See,
into a
and
TV
I
guy.
toned down the blonde a little bit. I toned down the blonde.
See, I wear a hat so nobody can see my receding hairline.
Doesn't matter. I wear hats because we're selling hats. That's what we're doing. You're probably wondering who we are if you've never watched this before or heard this before. So can I please do my intro? We've had the music, backwards audio because I haven't gotten permission to play it forward. One day, we hope. But welcome to the Yeah Come On Show podcast. This is show 186. I'm Southside Steve, your host. To my right, your left, Brett Barney, the co-host of the Yeah Come On Show. Brett.
Hello.
That was just
Real deep, huh?
I gotta tell you, man.
that one he brings the heat. Brings the heat every time. Look at this kid. He's going places.
Broadcaster, I swear, I wouldn't. I don't know what I'd do without him. And then to my left, your right, my co-host on my Fox FM, the Southside Ride on radio, but in the podcast, you're the Coco man, Jeff Cole.
Yeah, with flicker hair. What'd you say?
I said your hair had a flick to
Flick,
it, so
yeah.
it's flicked. I mean,
So
I got
flicky.
all. I have it's flicky, and that's my term. And
Now in my mind, it's like X flick to rock. I'm thinking like tricky now, but now I can only move flicky into the words.
I'm dancing.
You might have just ruined my entire day and
I might
everyone
have.
around me.
I might have. And we're about to go through our second bottle of Legends. Yeah, Come On Bourbon Whiskey, available in Georgia and Tennessee. So Chattanooga and Clarksville. We're not in Nashville yet, but we're coming. We're coming. Soon to be all over the world. That's what I hear. But no, we're having a little bit of Yeah, Come On. Don't worry, I got more bottles in the car. We could go through this. This will be our second bottle drinking. Jeff not having any?
I'm not today. Yeah. No reason why.
Well, here's the deal. My wife's watching, and she gets upset when I drink. And I've got some work to do today, and I just don't think I should be buzzed.
Meanwhile, Jackass over here, we go in because we're at the Invest with Roots studio. They do not have a proper sponsorship, nor are they paying me. You want to pay me, I'll mention you. I got no problem with it. So right now it is the studio, but we're at Oxygen Financial, and we go in to get our glasses and everything, and Brett decides he's going to start downing Fireball.
Oh, you did some fireball downstairs?
Like 3 shots.
Dude, I'm like Pitbull in there, baby. Fireball, just ripping it
Fireball.
up.
And then there's a bunch of minis because I guess, a lot of people around here fly and they just throw the minis in the fridge or they're from Ted. And he's like, oh, check this out.
Who calls them minis? We call them roadies.
Now they're minis.
Well, the fireball, that's the best way to buy them. No one really
Oh
drinks.
no, I was hammering out of a handle out of the freezer.
Oh, you were?
Yeah,
Oh.
I was like, watch this, watch my skill. I won't let it touch my lips. You know that one, the pour you got to do the. Yeah, don't isolate that sound.
And keep in mind, I have a slight issue with talking about other alcohol other than Legends because they're a sponsor. They don't pay because it's me. Sorry, that's why you guys aren't
They
making
kind
as
of
much.
do. They do pay.
Well, they do pay. They give us free liquor.
We have, we got
And
all the Come On
swag.
Bourbon Whiskey we want.
You have all, as a matter of fact, these are the hats we give out for free when you see them. The blue hat is a Yeah Come On hat. The one I'm wearing is a Legends Yeah Come On Bourbon Whiskey hat. Very nice. Matter of fact, I got the Legends logo right there. And they're all available at yeahcomeon.com. So get yourself a Yeah Come On hat. Why not give somebody that says Yeah Come On the gift of Christmas and give them a hat or a shirt? I've got all this great stuff. Go to yeahcomeon.com. Enough shameless promotion. It's time to do the show. Jeff has businesses. Brett has jobs. You have a lot of corporate jobs.
Yeah, but what, like,
We're
does that-
entrepreneurs.
yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't make me the smart. That makes me the dumb one.
I don't know.
No.
I was
no,
explaining
but-
this to. Well, okay.
Let's talk about the difference between entrepreneur and corporate. I did see last night. I told Jeff I went down a rabbit hole of watching videos from 1 a.m. to 2:20. I don't know why. I was awake, and it's all self-help stuff. That's where I'm in. So when you click on one, you get them all. So I'm finding out about all the conspiracies on what Democrats are doing, how they're going to try to take over the black. What's
Hell
that?
yeah, we need to do a show on that.
The 3 companies?
Yeah, the three
that are
companies.
buying all the property. BlackRock,
BlackRock,
State Street,
yeah.
and Vanguard.
And that's pointed out. I saw that video. That was Robert F. Kennedy Jr. pointing that one out.
What
They're
is
trying to buy up.
BlackRock, like 8 trillion?
Yeah. And they're buying up all of our homes, man. When somebody comes in with a cash offer, don't sell them to them. Sell it to a real person. Take a hit, not to let this company own the world.
Yeah, but you wouldn't
Yeah.
know it's them.
Well, you won't. They hide it, and also not just the property thing. Between the three of them, they own like 80% of the S&P 500. So they're invested in pretty much every industry.
Which kills me. I mean, this is sick kind
I
of
mean,
stuff.
this is well beyond when Clear Channel bought every radio station and ruined radio.
Yeah, and
you
that's
know-
why we don't like corporate stuff anymore. But again, I was going down that rabbit hole, and the guy's like, there's this really cool Asian dude, and basically he's got cool glasses on, and he's like doing these videos, going, "Be an entrepreneur."
Oh, that's no, isn't it? It's Robert. He wrote the song "Rich Dad" or wrote the book "Rich Dad Poor Dad." It's
Yes.
Robert Awasaki or something. Yeah, he's pretty well known in the financial sort of.
Dude's cool,
Yeah.
and he's like, "No offense, Brett, get in business for yourself." He's like, man, because corporate America is just, and I got to tell you, I know people that stayed in it too long, and it's like they kick you out. My brother got screwed after 30 years with Payless Shoes. Now he went and did what he wanted to do, became a fireman at 50, and makes a third of his salary, but he's happy. So I don't know. It's just funky, You just got to watch these corporations. But I know you have legitimate jobs, whereas Jeff and I are hustling. And I dig what you do.
Well, no. So, like, I actually had this discussion yesterday with somebody about, you guys know the rule of multiple hats, right? Where it's like you have to have the ability to do more than one job if you want to kind of stay alive in the market.
Yeah.
Which Steve, he vouched for me. I will do multiple things. But I was
I
explaining
couldn't.
that.
I was a one horse. I get on the microphone and talk. That's it.
One trick pony.
But that's where it fucks you over. If you can-
Promotionally, I'm strong.
Yeah.
if you can do so many different things, people want to pay you the one rate for the one job, but they expect you now to do all these
Multiple
other
things.
jobs, and it kind of screws you over. And I was like, I don't know if that was like the smart thing to do, because like, yeah, it made me, a good tool to have whenever you needed me for whatever. But at the same time, it kind of screwed me over because now I had to do all this crap and it never really paid off.
The expectation is high,
Yeah.
so you
It made me
don't get
it-
paid extra for that.
It created value for me, but it didn't bring me any, compensation, extra compensation.
And that's the corporate world, right?
That
I mean,
is the
I've
corporate
never
world.
really the closest I worked in the corporate world was working for Clear Channel for those few years at 96 Rock. That's my only corporate experience. My other jobs have been, small businesses.
Which, by the way, is maybe the way to go. Now your butt's hanging out a little bit, and you have to hustle. And I'm saying this to my wife, Amanda, and your wife, if I could. Can I?
Yeah.
Jessica, I don't know if you're watching this. First off, y'all are hot. Jessica, I love what you've done here. I haven't even seen them, but I heard. Okay. She had a boob job. Second.
Nice.
Yeah, isn't that great? I wish I'm like, Amanda, let's get a boob job. I'm not done. I'm pushing.
Have you really asked her?
I've hit around.
But she doesn't want to.
She hasn't said.
Okay,
She's like,
so it's kind of a thing you don't really.
She's B.
No. How big would you want to go? Are we talking double diesels or?
No. Either a large B or a small C.
Wait, why the hell would you go from a B to a large B? Like, if you're gonna do it,
Kids. They still look great to me, but the kids have attacked them. You don't know this yet because you haven't had a wife that breastfeeds. Help me here.
Yeah, that's going to change everything. Not just that, just having kids in general.
Thank you.
You're going to have some things that are going to shift.
Yeah.
But then if they breastfeed, that's going to change some things too. Yeah,
All right, we
Yeah,
may
he's
sound-
got a lot to learn.
Yeah, you have a lot to learn. All you do is have sex and you haven't had kids yet, Brett. You don't.
Well, this
know.
is why I hang around with you guys, so you can teach me.
Well,
Or warn you.
Yeah, exactly.
don't let her do it. I'll be honest with you. I told my wife, we're not having a vaginal birth. We're going C-section because you're not wrecking that down there. And we took Brooks out of the belly, took Parker out of the belly. Actually, we were trying to do a vaginal birth. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, that's you. So you really wanted a C-section?
I don't mind because I talked with the doctor. I know her well, and I'm like, let's go with a low scar. And it's actually almost completely gone away. It's below the bikini line.
Yeah, you can't.
Now, my wife's bikini line is not as low as like some of the beer tub girls I dated,
The
But-
OnlyFans chicks. Well, they would be
What-
OnlyFans chicks now.
Oh, is that who
The
I'd be
be-
dating now
the-
if I
the-
was single?
Yes,
yeah.
that's true. Good point. Yeah, he
Would I-
would
would I-
all be
Yeah.
OnlyFans girls.
Is that what I would do?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because
The same chicks?
like we talked about on the Southside Ride, there's no more beer tub girls. They don't have those anymore. I don't see them beer tub girls. So
Wow.
I think the OnlyFans thing. But speaking of the you get the little scar, and it's real small.
It's small. It's not
tiny.
big.
It's but
It looks a hell of a lot bigger when the baby comes out. It's like, "Rah!"
But I'm wondering if you're ever watching a video of naked women doing nasty things, and you see the scar.
It's called porn.
I know. Okay,
You're like, that's somebody.
Oh wait, we're not on Fox FM. Yeah, when you're watching porn and you see a girl with what you know is a C-section scar, do you acknowledge it? Like, oh, she's the mother and she's getting.
I've seen it on strippers for years. And I got to tell you, some of those strippers bounce back. You're like, where in the hell are the stretch marks? Nothing. You just see the little bitty scar and that's it.
Yeah, but
It's
you
unbelievable.
don't think, oh, she's a mother and
And
she's
there's a kid at home and I'm sitting here,
I just I don't know, just it kind of takes away the fantasy when I see the I was like, oh, there's a mother that
I don't know about y'all, but I've had sex a lot on couches because single mothers had kids asleep in the bedroom.
I will say this.
Is that horrible?
I love
No.
this is like a guaranteed I will follow you on social media. If I find your profile, you're an attractive woman and the info, all I have to see is the info. You don't even have to be attractive. I don't really give a shit. And it just says like always the same thing. It's like mother, proud mother of, Bryson and Braden. And then it's like Psalms 21, 15, 18, praying hands. And then it's like ring. And it's some, at truck mechanic 45, Dale Earnhardt forever. And then it'll be like my link and you click on it. It's all these porno videos that she's on. And I'm like, dude,
Why is that even happening?
have your account for the porn videos, and then have your account that's like your family.
Your
You
personal.
Don't mix them.
You don't mix them. But I don't know why. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna follow you. There's something off on you with you. You're gonna post something
I
funny.
gotta tell you, broken is horrible and it breaks my heart. But most of the girls I dated had horrible relationships with their fathers, or there wasn't a father present. And you find that out after the fact, and you're like, well, this all makes sense because you came in the bedroom and go, what do you want to do? Everything's available.
Well,
And I'm like, that's like, okay.
Well, one of the things that I realized when I realized that the daddy issues is a big thing. If you're looking for a really good girl,
A good girl.
you go on your first date, and somewhere in the conversation you ask, "Hey, what'd you get for your father for Father's Day? Last Father's Day? What did you get him anything?" If she says, "Oh, well, we don't have a relationship," or
You're getting laid.
You're getting laid. Now, if she says, "Oh God, I took my dad out to a nice dinner and I got him a great golf bag and he was so happy," that's the girl you want to marry.
True.
Wait, Jeff, what'd you get your father for Father's Day last year?
I gave him a text, but it doesn't count for guys.
Doesn't matter.
Not in the same
What'd
way.
you get your mother for Mother's Day?
A card, maybe, or a text.
See,
I mean,
like,
I will say
Text.
I've slacked
Your
off.
mother lives local.
No, she does. She lives in Florida.
Is it Florida?
Yeah, my dad lives local.
Hey, Sally.
Yeah.
and he got a text. She at least got flowers.
Yeah, no
She's
doubt.
not even in the state.
Damn, that is bad. Yeah, we're bad boys. All right, that's a great thing. And what were we talking about that led us to where we are?
C-sections.
Before that,
Oh, getting your wife fake tits?
Oh,
Before
yeah,
that-
you started it. You were
Yeah, you were talking about Jeff's wife's fake tits?
Yeah.
But no, I guess. Sorry, Jess. But no, I guess I was bringing up our.
From the intro.
No, I was bringing up to the wives that when you are not with corporate, you have to hustle. Now with you, yeah, you're under one building, you're doing it all in there, and you do have to do 3 or 4 things, and that's their way of saving money because you take the place of 2 employees, but you get the money for 1. With you and I, our efforts start out, the pay is not there, but the opportunity to grow and to get bigger is there, and it's the hustle.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we are. The Yeah Come On show right here. I have 2 hustlers. Jeff's side business. He's got GJC Marketing, which he does shirts and stuff. And then also he's got Polar Bear Coolers, which he runs, and he's on the air with me on my Fox FM. And then Brett works for like 4 corporate radio stations. Everybody loves Brett. All the sports stations love Brett. He works on the Atlanta Braves network. He was the producer for Nancy Grace for a couple years. He works at a great location where a lot of talented people are right now, where he cuts commercials and does stuff all across the nation as a talent voice and a writer.
I also do hour-long shows.
And he does hour-long shows, which I hate. But this now, what we're going to deliver to you is these are very qualified radio people. A lot of people doing podcasts are not radio guys. So we are looking to be more guest heavy.
How do you feel about that?
It doesn't bother me a bit. I'm not jealous or upset. I think it's cool they get behind a microphone, but it's different than what we've done. And the thing is, they don't have, if I want to be stupid and a little gay on this one, like, oh, check me out, I'm cool.
Are we talking like the 90s version of gay or like the homoerotic gay or... okay.
I love all gay
real.
people. They crack me up. I meant gay is a funny thing, not as a
like
sexual thing.
So the
By
90s,
the way, gay
90s.
has
the
two-
90s were 80s and 90s version.
So,
Yes. Gay is a word that means it's funny. Okay, so I'm using it that way. The same way,
like happy.
the way the English people talk about a cigarette, the F word. That
Yeah.
I won't even say on
So
the
you're
podcast.
using it as happy. Like,
It's happy.
Like it's
the happy
the
thing.
Webster Dictionary term.
Yes, I'm using the Webster Dictionary term of gay. But I have the pictures like, here's me with John Travolta. Here's me with Kevin Costner. Here's me hanging out with Tom Arnold. That kind of crap, whoever, whatever. That's the only thing the podcast guys don't have because we've been in studios and radio is still a thing. I think radio is about to make a huge comeback. But I do think podcasts, what we're doing now, plays a role in it, and I think people can listen to it. And I think there's a lot of cool stuff, like some of the guests we have on our show, and thanks to you, Brett, Joseph Scott Morgan, who is
I love that
he's been
guy.
coming on the air with us.
We need some more murders so we can
I
have
know.
him back on our podcast because last time was Dahmer when we
Well,
had him on when that show was.
Here's what we're going to
popping.
do. We're going to put him on in a couple weeks. It'll be after the fact because Jeff and I are having, if you want to listen to us on My Fox FM, download the app, or if you're in Atlanta or in Middle Georgia, you can hear us on the radio. Just go to My Fox FM to find out which station is in your city or listen to us on the app. But the cool thing is he's covering John Bonet with us, and then he's covering Kennedy because the 60th anniversary of the Kennedy assassination and what went wrong. He's always on Nancy Grace. He's always on Fox and Friends now, and occasionally even on CNN.
Hell,
He's the go-to
He has
guy
his own
for murder.
Did you see that he? So
He has
his
Body
own,
Bags
his own
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, Body
and
Bags.
he just got sponsored by Ford.
Ford
Oh,
guy.
wow.
That's huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I can't wait to ask him. It's not about the Kennedy thing. It's like not so much went wrong, but what went wrong on purpose.
Thank you.
That's what we got to ask him.
Because it was on purpose, but that's just kind of what's going on. So word of mouth helps us. Hopefully, like all of our stuff. I mean, sometimes I look at the likes on our YouTube thing, and I'm like, well, it's me, it's Brett, and it's Jeff. We have 3 likes.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't liked it in like probably 8
Dick,
months.
you handle that one. You're Dick. You got to do that. You
No,
got to like it.
But that means somebody other than me. I don't know. I just don't like shit. I just don't like shit.
Ever? Like
No,
you
no,
don't, you don't-
I
you-
like
you-
things.
like,
if you
okay.
do something cool, I'll like it.
Yeah, I do
I'm
too,
not
yeah.
a douche.
Like,
Are you like her?
no, I'm
you
a
get a
liker.
like from me.
I kind of judge people when they do the heart like on Facebook or the
Just
smiley
like it.
face. Like I just it'll be like, my dog died, and all these people are like, oh, sad face like, and I'm like, nah, dog, thumbs up like.
Oh, you
like,
sick
yeah,
fuck.
no, it's not sick. I
there you
just
go.
think
Would
that
you-
it should be more
please.
simple.
Jeff with the F word. I know
Oh,
we can do it. It's a podcast, but what happened?
You just told him to berate me for not liking the YouTube.
I
So
did.
he's doing his job.
All right, you have
Yeah.
to, all right, drop an F bomb, but do not do it on the radio.
No, he
Well,
called me
I'll
a sick
try.
fuck.
I did once last week when I was excited about that time meeting Peter Buck, and I actually said the S word.
He did. He said it right on the radio, and I'm like, Jeff,
You gotta
delete,
dump,
dump. Yeah.
Dude, your
Uh,
stomach drops when that like you're sitting there. Somebody says something.
just saying the
and-
time.
Yeah,
dump,
no, I
dump, dump,
gotcha.
dump.
No, dump. Look, we're at a middle point right now because we are going to swear to you. We think you'll listen more if we go less. We're not going to do what Brett wants, which is talk for 2 hours. First off, we have wives that want to see us. His wife works all day, makes a ton of money, comes home naked, and has sex with him at 7 p.m. So he doesn't give a damn.
Pretty much.
I knew it. I knew it without asking. So right now is the time that we do want to thank our sponsors. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but on social media, I put out a post thanking our sponsors. Did you see that?
Did you see that? I thumbed up, liked it. Didn't smiley face like it. Didn't heart like it. Didn't
You're killing me.
wild face. Didn't praying hands like it.
Soon to be a guest on My Fox FM, and we're going to do a podcast with him. He doesn't even know yet, but I'm telling you right now, David Markwell, we want to talk about mental issues and where people are going into 2024. David Markwell is our counselor.
Election year.
Thank you. It's markwelltherapy.com. Check it out. He'll talk to you in person. Obviously, he has a location in Marietta and Blue Ridge offices because he has 2 homes there, and he works out of both depending on where he resides. And he also will do it as a Zoom. Yes, people still Zoom for people that just want to talk to somebody. Not only is he affordable, but he is true genius. and he's a fantastic counselor. So markwelltherapy.com. Then IR Med Centers, also a sponsor with Jeff and I on our radio show. Look, right now, guys are looking into testosterone. Men in the 50s were at 600 on a testosterone level. Now they say due to foods and our age and things that we do and take, we're less than that. We're like 300. So get your testosterone back. And then also, if you're looking to lose weight, man, I'm telling you, a shot a week is no joke. A lot of people are doing it, losing 30 to 60 pounds. Then it's your job to keep it off. Go to irmedcenters.com. They have the lowest price in the nation right now. They dropped it. It's $296. That's it to drop 30 pounds. Would you do that?
If I needed to, yeah.
You don't.
I luckily I've been very, very fortunate. I've never really struggled with my weight.
Have you ever seen those things? Yeah. Have you ever seen those things where it's like,
You need to lose 20.
yeah, they'll be like, go to the gym, grab a 30-pound weight and hold it up to your body. And they're like just hold it right here in front of your stomach. They're like, imagine dropping that off, like the weight off your knees, your back.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You're lighter in your shoes. I've lost over the years 35 pounds. What? What else?
Lighter in the shoes, lighter in the loafers.
All right, I'm lighter. Look, I came out of the closet 30 pounds lighter. I'll say it all. I don't care. JoeBees.com. I swear by the bee pollen. I want both y'all on it.
I want to be on it. I want to get on it. Yes, I do.
Because Joe's watching. Let me tell you, bee pollen is the key. It will help you. It is the one vitamin you need to take. It'll help with allergies, but it also gives you energy. And I take 2 capsules every morning. You take it on an empty stomach before the first cup of coffee or whatever you do in the morning. JoeBees, BEES.com. Take it. Circle285.com. We love you. That's insurance. Get a free quote today. Go to Circle285.com. Small business, big business, home, renters, car. They'll lump it all in together. They deal with the top 25 companies in the country. They stay away from the big 3 because the big 3, everybody and their mother is lumped in, and that's why it costs so much. But they might be able to help you with one if you want to stay with one. But I'm with a company you've never heard of, and Safeco rocks, and I got an umbrella that rocks. That doesn't mean I want you to come to my house and break your arm, but if you do, I'm covered. It is the Yeah Come On Show, Show 186. And we've done that. And Jeff, you had a topic that I kind of wanted to get into. Brett, I know you'll have an opinion. We talked about it on our radio show, and I can't believe it's still a thing right now with the beer.
Yeah, the whole Bud Light controversy continues to be in the news with Dylan Mulvaney and the whole thing. Well, the head of marketing for Anheuser-Busch just stepped down.
Did you know that?
So
he had to step down, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he had to or he wanted to?
Well, it says that he was moving on to another part of his career, but I'm sure he was forced or,
I think it was
whatever.
a mutual agreement.
It was something like that because their sales are still down.
But he wasn't in charge of the mistake.
Well, but he was by proxy. Okay. I guess it was.
They hired a third-party group, which, okay, this would be like us being, somebody comes in and goes, guys, I'm going to pay you $1 million to be a morning radio show on our radio station. And what we did is
I'll go back to corporate for that.
Then we turn around.
So will Jeff.
Then we turn around and hire another radio show and be like, hey, we're going to pay you $500,000 to do it. And they're like, hell yeah. And they turn around and they get to Dylan Mulvaney and go, hey, we're going to pay you $100,000 to do the morning show. And that's pretty much what it was because he was hired by them. But the woman who decided that Dylan Mulvaney should be or do the send them
along
the
with
cans.
it.
Yeah. That was supposedly like a third-party marketing company. So why would you have a marketing department if you're just having them hire a third-party marketing company?
That's how corporate is. There's all these different departments, and everybody's. To me, it's a lot of waste. Like when I see people in office buildings, like big office buildings, what are these people doing all day?
I don't know.
I don't know. But here's the thing: it's still the guy had to step down, so it was in the news. The whole thing is still a thing. Bud Light sales are still down, and I have a way to get him out of it. This is how this is a two-pronged approach.
This is it.
Okay,
you're hearing this live. This is not live. When did we tape this? I'm just kidding. No, but you're watching it now for the first time. Jeff is going to figure this out. For all I know, when you're seeing this podcast, they've already taken his advice and they've bailed themselves out. But he did this literally, Brett, and I want an honest opinion. The one thing this podcast does and our radio show, 100% honest. If you like it, say you like it. If you think it sucks, say it sucks. But I want your opinion because Brett's a drunk.
Well, he might not remember the part. One part he may not remember so much because it was a long time ago.
Before you could party, you were still like a little kid. You've told stories where you were listening to me on the radio and you were like 9.
Yeah.
I mean, I was barely old enough.
He was listening to me when he was
teenager.
14, 15.
No,
I've been
I'm not-
doing it a
wasn't
while,
that-
but I look
I wasn't
great.
that young. I'm not that young. I started listening to you when I was probably.
When the first time you heard me, had your sack dropped.
yeah. I would have been like 20 years old.
Yours hadn't. You
No,
were still
I was,
tight
I
sack.
was still in diapers.
I would have been.
Asshole. You didn't have to say diapers.
I would have been 20, but
home.
he probably doesn't remember Spuds McKenzie.
Do you?
No.
Okay,
You don't?
I know that I've heard the name.
so this
All right, this is good.
This
This is
is
good.
this is the solution
This
for
is for
Bud
our
Light.
older podcasters.
Okay, they need to number one ditch the blue can. I'm tired of the blue can. They need to go with a
Red.
retro look. So I say if Bud Light does a retro look, go ahead and let's do the whole Spuds McKenzie 2.0. The dog with the spot in the eye, the cool dog hanging out with the girls in bikinis with an old school Bud Light can and bottle. That's how they should approach their national campaign. Okay, retro, bring back Spuds. And number 2, on the ground, we mentioned this earlier, bring back the beer tub girls. There needs to be girls in crowded bars, and they have the big tub with nothing but Bud Light, with the retro can and the Spuds McKenzie, shaking the light to get your attention, and bam, you get your beer right there without having to wait in line for everyone with their frou-frou drinks and their seltzers. You get your Bud Light from the beer tub girl. So they got to put boots on the ground in all the big bars around the country.
So in other words, the beer tub doesn't hold any other beer
Correct.
but Bud Light.
Correct.
It's a Bud Light beer tub with hot chicks, either in a bikini top with blue jeans or tight jeans or blue jean shorts, or just a full-on bikini, depending on the location. So sexy girls selling just Bud Light from a beer tub.
Yeah, and with a retro looking can or bottle. Yes.
Go retro
That's-
and bring
that's-
back Spuds
That's what they
McKenzie.
do.
So
Yep.
That's your idea.
That's the idea, to get them back.
They're already-
Otherwise, this is going to keep going on. It's just not going to end. It's been 6 months, over 6 months.
By the way, I'm going to go ahead and date this show. We are taping right now. It is the 17th of November, year 2023 of our Lord and our country. And I will tell you right now, if you see any of this happening, they stole it from us, heard it from us. A check would be nice. Okay, can I say it? Thank you.
Trademark.
Trademark.
Yeah, trademark. Patent.
Trademark. Patent.
If you say
Patent.
it, you say it.
the
It
poor,
counts.
the poor
It
man's
counts.
trademark.
Patent, trademark.
Yeah.
Patent, trademark.
Suck it, Bud Light.
No, but they're already
If
sucking
you
it.
wanna do
Now
it
they
with
need to
Budweiser.
they need to do better.
Wow.
But you know what? There you go. It's one marketing person. I think a valuable lesson's been
Wait.
learned.
Here's my question. So you said Spuds or Suds?
Spuds.
Why would you not call it
Spuds Mc-
Suds?
No, well, they should have. Why didn't they call it
Yeah,
Suds?
that's a good question. I don't know.
It
That
should have
makes
been
sense.
Suds McKenzie, but
Yeah.
it's Spuds.
Well, maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's like Spuds is like grand dog, and he's Suds McKenzie.
now we bring back Suds, who doesn't exist thanks to Brett's
We
idea.
created trademark.
Trademark Suds, trademark.
No, but that's the campaign. It's Suds McKenzie, a distant relative of the father
How
or the
about-
grandfather, Spuds McKenzie.
How about, I was
And
sitting there in my mind going, was he saying Spuds? Or am I mishearing this? Should it be Suds?
Go look up the Spuds McKenzie commercial.
How about, and the guy that does it with Spuds is named Duds, and he's boring. Nothing. What about if we went with Foam McKenzie? Foam?
No, it's
FOMO?
It's,
Foam? No.
it's Suds
I had one
McKenzie.
name. It's a questionable
It's Suds
joke.
McKenzie. He's a distant relative of Spuds McKenzie.
Don't
It's
do
the
your
new
jokes.
generation.
I will not. Mine was very question. I'll tell you after.
Tell me after. Tell me after. But that was Jeff's idea, so we'll see if that makes a difference. I just want to thank all of you for listening.
Why can't we just bring back Billy Beer?
Well, Billy Beer, Jimmy's still alive. Isn't that great? You know, Billy.
Dude, if they recam Billy Beer, just
would
take,
be
they already have the beer.
hey,
you just gotta make the
buy
can.
Legends. Yeah, come on, bourbon whiskey.
Hey, I'm surprised that Billy Beer never happened again. It happened one time in the 70s, right?
That's it. I've got a 6-pack.
And they've
His
never.
mom looks for. I got a
Do you
six,
really?
I got a 6-pack of Billy. My
We should
father,
drink it.
My father had it. Yeah, and he gave it to me. I don't know if it's worth money. I don't know if I want to crack one. We'll see.
I'll look up how much they cost. I'll pay you for
See?
one can if we can. All three of us have
All
to
right.
drink it though.
We will talk
We
about
will
it.
die and get
We will
sick.
talk about it.
You
Right. We will die. We will die a horrible death in front of you. You want to see 3 dudes die? We will drink 3 Billy Beers in front of you from 1977.
Nope. Good.
All right, here
Do
we
you
go.
want to be finished? I'm sorry.
No, we are going to finish us off. This has been show 186 of the Yeah Come On Show. I need a couple of quick finish me offs, and we will be finished.
All right, boys, fill in my gap here. A ban on blank exams on unconscious, unknowing patients passes in PA. A ban on blank exams on unconscious, unknowing patients passes in PA. That's Pennsylvania.
A ban?
A ban?
A ban on blank exams on unconscious,
What's
unknowing.
blank exams? Blank exams.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, it's a band, like a rock band? A band?
Ban. B-A-N.
Oh, a band.
Oh,
Like you were
ban.
banning
I
it.
thought he was saying ban too.
Dude,
I'm not
Dude,
like it's,
the weather's got me congested. I'm sorry. I haven't got tissues everywhere. My
Hi, look, it's a band.
okay. Now we know. Now
Do
do
not
it.
spit on the floor.
Now do it. Okay. Now ban. Okay.
All right. A ban on blank exams. Yeah, let's get the guy that with the slurs and, I don't know, to
Whatever.
make him read. A ban on blank exams on unconscious, unknowing patients passes in PA.
A ban on genital exams.
Pretty
That's
close.
pretty close. A ban on anal exams.
A ban on pelvic rectal exams.
Okay, we're both right.
Yeah. So
We're there.
I would say that's a team
That's
comp.
a
Yeah,
that's a tie.
I would
That's
cheers
yeah.
you non-drinker. He's
didn't-
fist bumping my cocktail.
you didn't go word for word, but I'll take it.
All right, we'll
Yeah,
take what's
no,
the
that
next
was a
one?
that was a
win?
a co-win.
All
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
good.
And if it was a struggle on my end. All right. Plane forced to return to JFK Airport after blank on board gets loose. Plane forced to return to JFK
A
Airport.
horse.
Yes, word for
horse.
word. I knew you'd get that.
I had
one.
it. I've been watching the news. A horse got loose on an effing plane. You think that doesn't cause problems? You think that does? Oh, pilot's like, what? Horse is like, what is it doing getting loose on a plane?
What is it doing on a plane?
Yeah, what's it
Oh,
doing
they
on the plane?
cargoed it, I guess.
Put it on a boat.
I don't know. I don't know how you haul your horses. I guess you could put them on a plane. Oh, yeah, I'm checking my golf clubs. And Ed here, my horse.
You ever see that picture of that Saudi prince and he's like flying on his plane? It's like, this guy loves falcons, and it's like 85 falcons and just this Saudi prince, and there's like nothing else on the plane.
People are fun.
It's the wildest
You
thing
got
ever.
money, you can do whatever you want.
All right, last one. It's known as Brown Friday. The day after Thanksgiving is the busiest day of the year for blank.
UPS.
Toilet companies.
Boom! Plumbers!
Bam!
Brown
That's hot.
Friday.
That's 3 for 3.
I got 3 for 3.
Well,
That's
two-
never happened in the history of the Come On Show podcast.
2.5.
2.5.
I'll give you 3 and a 3.
You'll give him 3 out of 3.
All right. Well, there you have it. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We're keeping it quick. We're keeping it tight. Spread the word. 30 minutes. That's what we're trying to do here. It has been the Come On Show. Cheers. I'm Southside Steve. That's Brett Barney. That's Jeff Cole. It was show 186. Can I get a come on?
Yeah, come on.